Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem HaKadosh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, to the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to all of the Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds, who is like men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's fully chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. My name is Akalia, and this video is on the Mark of the Beast prophecy, which is a microchip. So here we have developments of the beast system coming to life. Over there in South Korea, they have concluded their rollout of the digital ID. So verbatim, the article from biometricupdate.com, South Korea concludes nationwide rollout of digital ID. Now, if you're a new viewer, you may be wondering, why is this relevant? Well, it's because the digital ID is a major part of the system being implemented to be able to facilitate the usage of the microchip, because the microchip itself is going to be an all-for-one device when it becomes mandatory worldwide, which is the prophecy of the Mark of the Beast. That microchip is going to be used for every single facet of your daily life, from, as the prophecy says, buying and selling. That's where it goes to. So let me read it in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the Mark of the Beast prophecy has to do with buying and selling. Now we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemishai that the Mark of the Beast is the microchip. And when you look at the word mark here at G5480, it says karagmo, which is a stamp and imprinted mark. So it's something physical, right? And the way the microchip technology is used is that first it's implanted into the hand by way of a sharp device that pierces the skin, and then the microchip is inserted, and then information is stored on it. All of your personal information is stored on it. Right now they store your financial information and your personal identification on it, and there will be more things, as that is what their intentions are. So knowing how the microchip is used in present day, we know the prophecy that no man might buy or sell. So when it is that the prophecy is made manifest, go into the store, unless you have the microchip, you won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to buy food, and you won't be able to conduct business. You will have to be a part of the system, and to be a part of the system, you have to have the microchip. That's where it's leading towards, right? So regarding the digital ID now, the digital ID is the part of the makeup of the entire system that is going to be how they, well, it says it, identify, and everything is going digital. They call it the intelligence age, the fourth industrial revolution. Everything is going digital. The cash, the monetary system is going digital as well, and that's why they're developing the central bank digital currencies. So for just a further look at the digital ID from the World Economic Forum, which is, I would say, perhaps their main platform right now, where they are promoting the system that is coming in. They've been talking about it. Even one of the people, Klaus Schwab, who speaks there frequently and appears to be a prominent leader within that World Economic Forum situation. He mentioned, I think it was in 2016, that in 10 years, people would be microchipped. So they have been revealing their plans through, very obviously through the World Economic Forum. And they have revealed their plans in other forms of media continuously. But here it is, the World Economic Forum and their digital ID, which they have been pushing very, very heavily. And it's being developed worldwide by all of these countries around the world. Out here in Jamaica, it's already launched. It's called the National Identification System. So every single country around the world is developing their digital IDs and their central bank digital currencies. Now, the digital ID regarding the mark of the beast, okay, and then the buying and selling, look at this right here, where this digital ID is going to connect people, things, entities, and devices. Then it says that the digital ID is going to store your healthcare. It says that it's going to store your financials. Your financials are your bank accounts to carry out online transactions. So there it is right there, okay, where the money is going to be tied to your digital ID. And then when you go to the doctor, you're going to present your digital ID as well. You see? And then your travel and mobility, so your passport is going to be tied to your digital ID as well. They have humanitarian response here, e-commerce, online shopping, social platforms is going to be connected to your digital ID, so there will no longer be any anonymity online. E-government, in order to gain access to government services, you're going to have to present your digital ID. Telecommunications, that's your cell phone. Your cell phone information is going to be stored to your digital ID, right? And then it mentions smart cities, because the smart cities is how they're going to connect people, things, entities, and devices, right? You can see the house here, but it's everything being intertwined together. And that's their goal. And who is they that I'm referring to? The so-called white man. They're wicked elite, the rulers of this kingdom today, okay? This is their plan to push forward the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, and this is a main point in their New World Order agenda. Okay, so the digital ID that they're launching all around the world, in all of the different places, is a stepping stone heading towards the mass implementation, the mandatory implementation of the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, right? Because all they're going to do is, once people have their digital IDs and all the information is already stored on it, then boom, when the time comes, they simply just take that information and store it onto the microchip, and then the microchip is going to function as they intend it to function, and all for one use. All right, so that is what is at hand. And now you have South Korea concludes nationwide rollout of digital ID. Okay, so South Korea has completed its rollout of digital ID. All citizens and foreign residents are now able to add a digital version of their South Korean resident registration card to their smartphone, enabling the replacement of the physical identity card. So you see, because it's all leading towards the microchip, right? Which, you can watch several videos on it on YouTube, you can Google it, and all of these things. But it's not, it's something that's physical that goes into the hand, but they're doing away with the current system as to how things are done with presenting IDs and, as well, moving away from the current monetary system to a digital payment system. Okay, so what the step they've taken here is that they have launched their digital ID, and now the digital ID is being stored on the smartphone, which the smartphone, if you take a close look at it and, you see everything that's going on, the smartphone is another stepping stone as well, because people are so connected to their smartphones. So many of us fall into it. Like, as soon as people wake up, the first thing that they're looking at is their phone before they do anything else. They check their phone. People go with their phone everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then the phone itself has everything stored on it, right? For a lot of people have all of the information stored on it. So it's just simply a stepping stone heading towards the microchip of getting people used to the idea of living in this kind of way. Because now, with the digital ID being stored on the phone, people are just going to be using their phone to just swipe for everything as they go along. And then you have these things such as Google Pay, Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and I don't know what kind of systems that they have over there in Korea, but basically they are mobile payment systems. So there are individuals who already are living a life where wherever they go, they're using their phone to swipe as their point of swipe to purchase things and to push through life. You know what I'm saying? So now the digital ID is a part of that, and everything is just being consolidated onto this one phone, right? Which is going to be how it's going to be with the microchip. Everything is going to be consolidated on it, and it's going to be an all for one use. Okay? So the country's Ministry of the Interior and Safety has been launching the digital ID in stages and has now completed the nationwide rollout with the final stages of availability to residents of Seoul, Busan, and Gwangju. People can get the high-tech ID either by touching their smartphones to their resident registration cards embedded with an integrated chip or scanning the QR code at a community center, the ministry said in a joint news announcement with the Presidential Digital Platform Government Committee. A user is limited to one mobile ID on one smartphone in his or her name, and biometric verification is required to prevent identity theft, of course. There is going to be biometric identification because biometrics is a part of what the microchip is going to have, right? You can Google biometric microchip. It will literally bring up the microchip itself and everything, right? Because the biometrics identify individuals. Like they say that fingerprints are unique to per person in the world. Well, first of all, the power of Yahweh Shemi Shai. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, that's how they're going to identify each and every individual. So people will have a unique identifier, right? Like the back of my passport, for example, has a biometric ID. So I've already been identified. I'm already on the system, you know what I'm saying, with a biometric ID because I gave up my biometrics to be able to get a passport and to travel with a visa and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the biometrics is a part of it. And as you can see, it says it's limited to one mobile ID, right? And that's the new slavery system that Esau Edom is bringing in, right? That's what they're doing, ushering in their new age. And it's going to be a new slavery system where everyone is microchipped and they have these smart cities and everybody's going to be living in these smart cities and 15-minute cities, and they use a microchip to go about their daily life, and there's no way to do anything anonymously anymore, or just go about life without them knowing exactly every step you take, every breath of life you have. You know what I'm saying? Every moment that you wake up and you go to sleep, every step and just everything, man. They will be able to track you 100% completely. Okay, so it says the digital ID has security features such as blockchain and encryption, and there it is, it's on blockchain technology. Okay, and these are all things that tie into the system, the biometrics, the blockchain, everything they're talking about, NFC technology, RFID technology. Okay, all of these things tie into bringing about what the system is. So it says, according to the ministry, okay, the Korea Herald reports that foreign nationals residing in South Korea could use their digital residence cards to handle financial transactions from March 22nd. According to the ministry, meaning bank accounts could be opened with a digital ID, for example. So you can open a bank account with a digital ID. Well, I mean, it's your ID, right? It's just all going digital. Okay. So then it lists all the banks. And it says here at the bottom, the digital residence cards are available for both iPhone and Android devices via the mobile identification app. Those with physical residence cards issued before 2025 must visit an immigration office to scan a QR code to receive the digital version. Cards issued after January 1 of this year are embedded with an integrated circuit chip, meaning those who possess these cards can simply tap their residence card on their smartphone to get the mobile version. And the transition is so simple and so easy, right? They have made this so seamless, transitioning to the new system. It's just for people to be willing to comply and to be a part of it. But people are going to, because while they're implementing the system and doing all of that, they're also brewing chaos, right? They're brewing chaos to bring order from it, order out chaos, order out of chaos. So They're doing many things on many different fronts. Okay, but they know that they have to put the system in place, put everything in order, so that when they bring about the situation, that they will have their solution, so called, to push upon the entire world. And it's going to be that microchip, which is the mark of the beast. So yeah, man, this is what's going on in Korea, and this is the images for their South Korea digital ID. Okay, just another stepping stone moving towards the end of Esau's kingdom. Okay, because once he launched that microchip, it's over for him. Okay, and of course, there's a warning from Yahweh Shemishai. This is why the spirits are, the prophets are constantly talking about it, right? Because there's a severe judgment for it. So it's a warning from Yahweh Shemishai, right? And take heed of this warning, right? So now you know what the mark of the beast is. It is the microchip. A system is being built up to allow it to, work and everything like that. Now, we know this, but guess what? Don't take it. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Shemishai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So, once the mark of the beast is made mandatory worldwide, it's only a matter of time before Yahushua returns. And the return of Yahushua simultaneously means that the missiles, the ICBM missiles, are being shot towards America, right? They'll be on their way when Yahushua returns. And Yahushua is going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the four corners of the earth, and from America, 1/3 of our people. But the prophecy says that 2/3 of our people shall perish and die. So those 2/3 would have not repented, would not have returned to our power, Yahweh Shemishai, and would have also taken the microchip. And then, so when you take the microchip, this is the judgment. You will burn in America. America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire, right? You will face the second death. You'll be a part of the lake of fire. And so this is the warning from Yahweh Shemishai. Don't take the microchip. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai, Bashar Makakadash. Shalom.